1. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Sonic WWE318, back again for another review for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my WWE Night of Champions 2015 review. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to review the Night of Champions, where all the championships in WWE were put on the line. And, well, without no further directions out of the way, let's jump on into some results, shall we? Before we jump into my overall thoughts, let's jump into some results, shall we? Okay, alright, let's get going. Alright, the very first match we had was the kickoff match, which was Neville and the Lucha Dragons taking on the Cosmic Wasteland, aka the Ascension, and Stardust. My prediction was for the Neville and Lucha Dragons to win, but did I win this match? No, I did not. So, already my prediction score already started to show 0-1. Alright. Next up, we had Ryback taking on Kevin Owens for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. My prediction for this match was for Owens to win, but I would love to see Ryback win. But did my prediction win? Did Kevin Owens walk out with the championship? Yes, he did. So that made my prediction score 1-1. Alright, so next up, let's go. Next was a normal singles match between Ziggler and Rusev. My prediction for this match, originally my mindset had Rusev to win, but my heart told me Ziggler was going to win. And was my heart correct? Yes, it was. So, that made a prediction score 2-1. Next up, we have the New Day taking on the Dudley Boys for the WWE Tag Team Championships. My prediction for this match was for the Dudley Boys to win this match and become the WWE Tag Team Champions. But, did the Dudley Boys walk out the pay-per-view with the championships? No, they did not. But, did the Dudley Boys win the match? Yes, they did. By DQ. So, my prediction was correct, but they did not walk out with the titles. So, that made my prediction score 3-1. Alright, next up we have the Divas Championship match, which was between the current champion, well, what was the current champion, Nikki Bella, taking on Charlotte. My prediction for this match was for Charlotte to win this match and become the new Divas Champion. And obviously I already said before, that was the current, Nikki was the current. So that means she lost. So obviously, Charlotte is our WWE Divas Champion. So, my prediction was correct, so that made my prediction score 4-1. Alright, next up we have the Wyatt family taking on the team of Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and a mystery partner which turned out to be Y2J himself, Chris Jericho. Alright. My prediction for this match was for Jericho, Ambrose, and Reigns to win this match. But I lost this match because, that's for later. Anyways, I lost this match, obviously. The Wyatt family's won. So, my prediction score in this match, which would be 4-2. Wait, that's 1. 4-2. There you go. My bad. Alright, next up we have the double-header main event, which was, first up, which was the WWE United States Championship match between Seth Rollins taking on John Cena. My prediction for this match was for John Cena to win this match, but did I win? Did John Cena, in fact, walk out with the championship? Yes, he did. So that means my prediction score now would be 5-2. Next up, and the very last match of the night will be Seth Rollins and Sting for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. My prediction for this match was for Sting to win this match. But he did not walk out, which means I lost this match. So that means after this match, and my overall prediction score of this show was 5-3. Yep, 5-3. 5 wins, 3 loses. And that was it for my results of Night of Champions and my prediction score, overall score of it. Now, with the results out of the way, we can jump into some of my personal overall thoughts of this pay-per-view. Mailman. Okay. This review simply might be one of my shortest reviews on this channel. Because, to be frankly honest, guys, I have no overall thoughts of the show. It was mediocre at best. It just, to me, it was just, you know, like a normal episode of Raw. Just here, there, moments here, there, irritating. But most of the time, I was just sitting here, I was sitting there on my phone, on Facebook, on YouTube, doing whatever the hell I wanted to do. Just listening to what's going on the WWE Network at Night of Champions. Not really giving a fuck. Just listening to it, doing my own thing. Just not really memorable, nothing to care for, nothing really special for the show, really. But, I mean, honestly, when there's moments, it has moments. Obviously enough, the match of the night obviously was John Cena and Seth Rollins. That obviously was the match of the night. It pulled up. That was pretty much the big thing in the moment where everyone was into it, the crowd was into it, everyone just was, the word of the mouth was just buzzing for it. The whole, actually just both the double feature main event was pretty much the big thing. But obviously the first match obviously was the thing that everyone was glued on, everything was just hold together and just boom, it just, that was a complete package. It was just a complete package all by itself, just right there. So Seth Rollins and John Cena pulled up the match of the night, and they pulled the punches, they rolled the stops, and they just grabbed it and ran with it. So they had their match of the night, and then the only other thing that can find memorable for the whole entire show, match-wise, might be a little bit of the Divas Championship match because of how Charlotte finally won. And how it was how pretty much all the emotion came out between Charlotte and Ric Flair, and you know, all of them pretty much the pretty much a big emotional moment of how, you know, such a young and upcoming star actually wins the championship, and just, you know, it was a really good feeling moment. So it was a good moment. And so then another last moment. My thoughts were for the ending, which was where Sting already lost the match between Rollins, and Sheamus was going to go cash in. He was going to cash in, but we had a return of Kane. Yes, Kane was there to pull off the strings of that happening, and all I gotta say is just the fact, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was okay for what they did at the ending, but just, if they had Kane there, and the pay-per-view in general, why the fuck did they have Jericho with Rollins and Ambrose? Just why? I mean, honestly, guys, don't get me wrong. It was great to see Jericho. Great to see Jericho. Always a good guy in the ring. But honestly, when you built up something that big, you are expecting someone big and grand. Something that would grab everyone's high hopes and attention. Sure, Jericho could be the guy. But he didn't belong there, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong. They pulled off a good match. But, honestly, They didn't. Yet again, they pulled off a good match, and yet again they didn't. Because honestly, we were promised something bigger, something grand, something monstrous for their tag team partner. And if they had Kane there, why couldn't they just do it? Why couldn't they just bring Kane? Or hell, I know it would just kill the whole hype moment and everything, but why not Eric Rowan? Why not Kane or Eric Rowan? Why not Randy Orton? Okay, yeah, just in general. Why not Kane? Why not Eric Rowan? Why not Randy Orton? Why not Daniel Bryan? Why? Why? You promised us something big and grand. Throughout all the promos, all the built-up, everything. And you give us Jericho. To just have Kane just waltz his way down to the ring and just have a probably good setup to Hell in a Cell with freaking Rollins and him just freaking the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, because we already know it's fucking coming, guys. We already know it's fucking coming. But still, seriously, you had Kane there. Why couldn't you just team it up with freaking Ambrose and Rollins? Not Rollins, Ambrose and Reigns. Just why? Just why? It was really simple. You could have just gave Kane something to do for that night, and then probably just, or hell, if you wanted to, pull up the stops, make Kane team up with them, and still do what you do at Kane the ending. Like I said, it was still a good moment. It was still a good ending. It was still a good moment for Kane to come in and surprise everyone. That was a good thing. But you could have done both. You could have done Kane could have done both in one night. It would have been perfect. That would have been it would give him something to do that night, something to wrestle. But then yet again, it would give him the right to build up a feud with Rollins for Hell in a Cell. That could have been perfect. But you just didn't go with flow. You just did what you did. And you just give Jericho to Reigns and Ambrose. Just why? That just bugs me. Just no. But just like I said before, just like I said way earlier on, guys, I had really no personal thoughts of this. It was just like a normal show. It had ifs, ands, and just here's this moment. Here's this moment. Okay, I'm on my phone. Look up. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, I like that move. Okay, match over. Boop, 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 boop. Ching. Okay. Alright, match over. Ding. Hey look, John Cena's on. Good match. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next with Sting. Okay, that was a good match. Not the other match, but that's okay. Okay, show over. Pack it up. Okay, show's over. Thanks for watching. Night of Champions. I had high hopes for this pay-per-view. You look back at my prediction video, I was enthusiastic and just hyped for what they could have done with this pay-per-view. But they didn't do anything with it. They just delivered us pretty much a mediocre episode of Raw with a really good John Cena match. It's not like John Cena in general. When does John Cena ever pull off a good match? In front of me, I'm just gonna come out front and say it. When does Rollins never pull off a good match when he's on camera? Honestly. So pretty much in general, they pretty much said, hey, here's an episode of Raw with the label Night of Champions on it. That's pretty much what it is. All it was. Episode of Raw, slap label, Night of Champions 2015. There you go. That's what it was. Honestly. Honestly, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this review was just jumbled and just straightforward straight to a one hit point. But honestly, they just didn't go. They just didn't deliver with this review, and it just kind of disappoints me. So, yeah, WWE, nice try. But you just delivered an episode of Raw. Just okay. Okay, thanks for another episode of Raw. False labeling or false advertising for an episode of Raw. Thanks, WWE. Thank you. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Good John Cena match. Good Divas match. Good moment in with Sting and Kane and everything else. Good moments, but just thank you for an episode of Raw. Thank you. All right. So, pretty much to sum it up, everybody. Yeah, I can't say enough, guys. I have no thoughts, no words, no more thoughts, no more words of Night of Champions. I was disappointed with this. I was enthusiastic about this pay-per-view going into it, but I'm just walking out with it just being a mediocre piece of garbage that was just a normal episode of Raw with a good John Cena match. A few good, sprinkle good moments with it. That's just it. So, alright guys, hopefully Night of Champions is dead and gone, and now we can move on to another picture up ahead, which is the Hell in a Cell, which is already looking to be a promising good show, because we are already having one thing enough. If they're doing with it, which I'm pretty sure they are, which is going to be Rollins and Kane. They have their ship for the main event, or not main event. I mean, honestly, they have it. I mean, honestly, I don't know if it's going to be Hell in a Cell, but if it's not going to be Hell in a Cell, then it's going to be a steel cage match, one of the two. But honestly, the big thing where everyone's looking for is the end of it all. Undertaker and Lesnar. Everyone's looking forward to that. I'm hyped for it. All inside Hell in a Cell. The very last time Lesnar, Undertaker goes at it, boom. Mind explosions everywhere, and can't wait to see what happens. Hopefully they're gonna build us up better with this whole Brock Lesnar Go to Hell tour coming up, and I just can't wait to see what happens, to see what's up next, what they build up to see. Hopefully the Hell in a Cell, hopefully will be better than this piece of garbage known as freaking Night of Champions. So overall, guys, I can't wait to see what's up next for Hell in a Cell, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. So, like I said, I am Son318. Once again, I do apologize for this maybe short and brief review of Night of Champions 2015, but like I said, I pretty much have overall no words, no thoughts about it. So, overall, guys, Night of Champions out of the way, Hell in a Cell. Can't wait to see what happens. So, with this said, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching the review, and I'm Son318. Sorry for that. Okay, for real, no. I am Son318. And I can't wait to see what is up next for Hell in a Cell. And I'll see you guys then. So, once again, I am Son318, and I sign out. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.